Alright, so this is the review of episode 2 of Blue Therapy. The headline is Why Would You Respond to High Heart Emoji and comments on your Insta? Now, immediately leave your answer in the comment section below. Before you even get into that, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that stuff there. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification because you never know the video you suggest might just be next. Now, let's get into the video. Alright, so boom. Immediately, yeah, you can leave your answer in the comment section below, yeah. That tagline or that word or that sentence, yeah, which gender, yeah, and I get it, it's genderism, whatever you want to call it, but when you think about that, what gender does that relate to? Yeah, leave your answer in the comment section below. Like, who would say it? Yeah, I'm gonna give you a few seconds to leave that in the comment section below before I give you my perception. Yeah. All right. So my perception is it's more of a woman that would say that. Yeah. And what's interesting when you watch this episode, oh no, it wasn't a woman that said it. It was Paul. Which means that the brother was insecure. He is insecure because, let's be real, Chioma is a beautiful woman. Let's be fucking real. Let's just get that clear. Alright? Now, although she doesn't want to be a housewife, okay, that decreases her attractiveness level for me in terms of, like, there's some things that, like, there's always, obviously you got the physical beauty, one thing. That's one thing. But then you got their personality and all that stuff there. And what adds to their personality is, certain things that they want to do or don't want to do. Do you know what I mean? Their values as a human being. So if she's more of a career type woman, which there's nothing wrong with it, fair enough. But if she's a career type, from my personal perspective, when I say personal perspective, I'm talking about women that I find more ideally attractive. I don't mind a housewife. Cool. I don't mind a woman that is a housewife and has a career. I don't mind. But if a woman's just a straight career woman, I can't deal with a woman like that. Yeah, that's not to say I have I've got insecurities in regards to that. I know what I like, I know what I want, and I know what I need. This is more of what I need. You know what I mean? It's not what I like. No, it's what I like, but also it's what I need. You see what I mean? If it wasn't what I needed, then it's different. But it's what I need, and I'm thinking of the future here. I'm not even thinking about the present or whatever the case is. I'm thinking about the future. Yeah. So I'm thinking long term. But back to this. Yeah. So obviously, in the previous episode, especially the review I did, I mentioned that he wants more of a housewife. So already he should just exit the relationship. You see what I'm saying? He should just exit the relationship. Like, what are you doing? But when it comes to relationships in general, yeah, let me see something real quick, yeah, because, like, alright, so look, for example, right, like, there was a few things that made me think, if that's how you got your woman, because this is according to Chioma, that's how he slid in her DMs. So he is insecure about that. But listen, if you're living with her, you're seeing her on a day-to-day basis, that's your woman, bruv. It's your woman, it's your turn, bruv. You know what I mean? It's your turn. And the fact that you're together for 3 years, oh, she ain't going nowhere. As much as she may want to go somewhere, she ain't going nowhere. Now that may sound very possessive and all that stuff there, but this is the reason why I say that. It's because he's not going anywhere either. Because they are emotionally attached to one another. It's that simple. That's why I'm saying they're not going anywhere. But they should exit out the relationship regardless. Like, try their best to, because they're not for each other. Do you know what I mean? And but me personally, without that comment, you know what I mean? Like, a man shouldn't have to really care. Yeah? Like, because what, you're scared that she's gonna, if you're reacting to certain things and whatever the case is in the masculine way in your relationship, yeah, and overall she's going to respect you and she's not gonna cheat on you. You know what I mean? She's just not going to. Yeah, she may heart eyes comments, this, that, and the third. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. The game's a game, innit? Like, it doesn't mean anything. This is what's so mad. This is what some guys do not understand about women. Just because a woman may respond back to a comment, yeah, like heart eye emojis and stuff like that, it doesn't mean that that woman is interested in that person. It doesn't mean that. It honestly doesn't mean that. It just means she acknowledges the attention and the compliment that you've given her. That's it. That's it. Take it for face value as it. That is it. Because if she was even more interested in that guy or that whoever, there will be more different type of interactions. Yeah? There will be phone calls. There will be linking up. Like, it will be so obvious in your face that you can't ignore it. But comments on social media, that's a minor. Let them have that. Let simps, yeah? And I'm going to call them simps. I'll be real with you. In some cases, I do that myself. But I have a method to what I'm doing. Do not ever get it twisted. There's a method to everything I do, yeah? And it's not to say that I'm lying either, because, get me, it is what it is. Even I've mentioned that Trauma is a very beautiful woman. But I don't do it for, like, the reason why I do it is because I know that, boom, you know, and I don't ever say too much. Let me not give away the game plan. Yeah, to me, actually, everything is a game, innit? So, anyway. So, yeah, long story short, though, I just generally think she needs to, yeah, Paul needs to just learn how to man up, yeah, and not worry about it. Don't worry, just don't care about it, just man up. As far as Deborah and Paul, though, excuse me, I think it's mad because Deborah, she explained no, that's it. Not Paul. Deborah explained the type of man that she wants or whatever, or what she brings to the table. Because Jamel asks, oh, what do you bring to the table? See, this is the problem that some guys do. They get with a woman and they have no idea the value that that woman brings. Then you ask, what do they bring to the table? Why are you even with her, bruv? Like, why? Like, think about this. Why are you with her if she's not adding value to your life? If you're not, do you know what I mean? I get it if she was adding some sort of value in the beginning and it fizzled out. Because sometimes that's what some people do during that's why they call it the honeymoon phase. Because it seems like they put on a facade for a few while. Then, get me, after a while, now that they feel comfortable. You know what I mean? You know, like how some women just, like once they feel comfortable around you, that's when they want to burp, they want to fart, they want to do all sorts of shit. You know what I mean? They want to shit in your toilet. Because there's some women out there that will be so careful trying to not come across in a certain way where they wouldn't even want to shit in your toilet. They wouldn't even want to fart around you. Like, they wouldn't even want to burp around you. They just wouldn't want to do it. But you see, when the woman does that from the off with me, I find her even more attractive. Because now I want to be around the real you. You know what I mean? Not to say that it's human nature, innit? To burp and to pass wind. You know what I mean? Obviously, don't be. Anyway, let's not get into that. That's, is what it is. But my whole point is just being real from the off. Yeah, don't put on a facade. Yeah. So, yes, he mentions the type of guy that she wants. He basically wants to be treated the way that her dad treated her and her dad treated her mom. Do you see what I mean? Which is completely understandable. Because, let's be real, there's some guys out there. Yeah, there's some guys out there that want women to more or less treat them like their mom. Do you see what I mean? It may sound weird and twisted. I forgot what the term is for that. If I remember, I'll leave it in a thing. So yeah, so you need to find out these things from the off, like what type of guy is she interested in. And I know in the past I have said, don't believe what they say, believe what they do. But at the same time, in dating, before you get into a relationship with them, you do need to ask them point blank, and you have to put them through. Like, I know I don't like doing this, but it needs to be done. You have to put them through tests. Yeah, you have to put them through tests to test whether what type of women that they are, and then you can make your judgment through that. Do you see what I mean? And it's like, yeah. So to cut a long story short with this particular couple, he obviously is trying to build towards something. He mentioned that he's trying to save for a house, and she wants him to continue to buy him gifts. She wants him to continue to buy her gifts? Really? Even expensive ones? Like, see, this is the thing. You hear that baby crying in the background. That's exactly how Deborah is. I'm not saying she was crying, but that's how she is. She's moaning and complaining. Do you know what I mean? She's upset that her man is not, but then at the same time, it's his fault. I'm not going to place. You see, with this particular episode and this series so far, I'm not blaming the women. Like, I am not blaming the women. I'm blaming the men. The men need to man up. They need to man up. Yeah? Man the fuck up. Yeah? You may say like, oh, that's toxic masculinity. Well, no, it's not. Yeah? Because you react like a man. If let's talk about the second the first episode again, yeah, just slightly with Jamel. The comparisons. Yeah? If the comparisons have been more than once and you tell her, stop comparing us, blah blah blah, and she still continues, she's disrespecting you. For her disrespecting you, you gotta let her know that, alright, listen, because you're disrespecting me, I am walking out of this relationship. Yeah, the same way, this is what's so mad. Yeah, the same way, in fact, I'll say in a minute. The second point, in regards to the second episode, like the fact that she mentions that she wants him to continue to give her gifts and this, that, and the third. And if she's not really understanding that he's got to save money, you know what I mean, to buy a house, and she wants him to buy a house for them and this, that, and the third. No, you're not worth it. You're not worth. Like, think about it. How the fuck can she continue to have these gifts, these expensive gifts, and expect him to save towards a house? You see what I mean? Like, you have to make sacrifices. It is what it is. Unless she finds him an opportunity where he's going to be making, I don't know, 7-8 figures a month. Yeah? I know that sounds wild, but anything's possible in this world. Then fair enough. Then yeah. then it's completely possible. But for now, I don't know the full. I don't know his full financial breakdown. I'm not his accountant. It is what it is. But like, if he's got to do certain things to get to that level, then that's him, innit? So, and I'm not saying it's an age thing, but she's not understanding, innit? So, what he needs to do is, again, exit out that relationship. The reason why she needs to exit out of that the reason why he needs to exit out of the relationship, because they're incompatible. You know what I mean? They're not on the same wavelength. He needs to get someone that is on the same wavelength, that understand that, okay, you're saving towards the house, cool, boom. And plus, here's the other thing. He's gifting her gifts. This is why I'm blaming the men as well, right? Why are you gifting her gift? What reason and what's the purpose for buying her gifts? What has she done to warrant those gifts? Because I feel like the way that she's acting very bratty. Yeah, she's acting like a brat. So it's fair enough if she's high maintenance, cool. that's one thing. But to act high maintenance and to be a brat about it is another story. That just shows he's immature. Yeah? Especially if she's not understanding about the saving of the house, saving for a house. Now, what was I going to mention? So the question I wanna know is, what has she done to warrant those gifts, those expensive gifts? Like, for example, if a woman is doing something out her way, she's using a woman intuition, and you know what I mean, and she's helping me with whatever, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna reward her. I'm gonna reward her with a gift. That's when you reward her with a gift. When she does something out of her way to warrant that. Otherwise, there's no point. You know what I mean? So the point I'm trying to make is you have to understand with life, you have to. It's like, for example, jobs. Yeah. Sometimes there's some jobs you get bonuses. Yeah. You obviously get your pay or whatever the case is every month. But guess what? You don't get paid in advance. You get paid in arrears. So you have to put in the work. So with this, again, she has to put in the work. Even the man has to put in the work in the relationship as well. But like after a while, if you go out your way to do X, Y, Z, sometimes you get a bonus. Do you see what I mean? That's the reward. That's the gift. Same thing happens in relationships. Yeah? That's the point I'm trying to make. So it's like, if she's not doing anything to warrant those gifts, that's probably what's causing her to act bratty. Because now that she's not getting those gifts, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, it's, oh man, it's hard to explain sometimes, man. But I will just suggest this. Click the link in the description box below. Yeah, I know you see these bottles as well, so click on that link where it says Left and Punch. Get yours, especially if you're in London or South East London. Get yours. I actually need to re-up, but you know how it is. I ain't gonna lie, money's been kind of tight still. But you can help me with that. You purchase an online course to do with roles and relationships and learn how to develop, learn how dating and relationships actually work. And guess what's going to happen? Part of that money will get reinvested into reing up and some Left and Punch. So you're going to see more Left and Punch, full to the brim. You're going to see me drink it in the videos as well. Get me? So it's a win-win for everyone. You know what I mean? And they're black owned. But anyway, yeah, boom. Yeah, so click the link in the description box below where it says become a member of the Alkebulantrust, where it says, and in that link there, you'll get to a course where it says roles and relationships. Click on that and you'll learn everything when it comes to dating and relationships. Every single thing. And you learn, if you're a man as well, you learn how to develop yourself as a man so you're able to man up in every single situation that is warranted. And if you're a woman, you learn how to woman up and, woman up in any situation. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. But yeah, it was a bit wild what she was saying, but in terms of the type of man that she wants. And she was saying how a man should do this. Let's learn how men really are supposed to be. Let's learn it properly. Let's not anyway, let's not even get into that right now. But you got anything I want to react to next, to review on, go ahead in the comment section below. Hit the subscribe button and hit the bell notification because you never ever know the video you suggest might just be next.